Hey, Louis. Hello, louder. Can you talk about just how important the win was against Cincinnati versus leaving there with a tie? How important it was for the team morale to get the win, and what is the mentality now with 3 games coming up in 7 days, and the playoffs are right there looming.
Yeah, I mean, obviously every win's important. I think maybe at the start of the year, had we started a little bit better, you take anything you can on the road. But the manager was quite transparent with us and said that even if we win all our home games, it's not going to be enough to get into the playoffs. So we need to start picking up maximum points on the road. And I think what this team has shown is that we go right to the very end, and that was the case again against Cincinnati. And to come away with 3 points as opposed to one's massive for us, and it drives home that message that we can be successful on the road, and we're not settling to go places and just try and take 1 point. We try to take the maximum every game we play in.
Next question, Franco.
Hey, Louis, we haven't spoken to you since the beginning of this good run of form, and since then you have, by and large, switched positions. You're playing as a right wing back now, for the most part. How has that been? How's that transition been for you? Obviously, it's something different, but also just for you as an attacking player that's normally creating things here, having to defend a bit more. Has that been a bit difficult to try to adjust to, or how have you experienced this transition?
Yeah, I think any change is tough. It comes with that transition period. One thing you get from playing football this long is, even if you've not played in a position, you know what the duties and the roles of that position are, and it's not as if I'm completely alien to the position. Obviously, I think even the manager would tell you I'm not a right back. I'm probably not even a right wing back, but it's about being able to go into a position and do a job for the team, and the team's been successful with me playing there. So yeah, still try and bring as much energy as I can, and I think one thing I've got is a good engine. So I think maybe that's one of the reasons the manager's put me there, and I do still feel that I can get into attacking areas whilst playing there. Of course, there's more of a defensive responsibility, but I think by and large it's been a successful transition so far, and whatever can help the team be successful is what I'm going to do.
Next question, Lauren.
Hi, can you talk to me a little bit about the team's mood right now? You have a positive run going on. How is the locker room? How are the guys enjoying this positivity?
Yeah, I think that's one thing that's been spoken about quite a lot, is how good the mood has been in the camp. And it has been. It's taken a massive upturn. I think in football, positive results only drive that. But I think loads of the guys in the press conferences that I hear are just talking about the table tennis table and how everyone's been brought together. And as small as it might seem and as silly as it might sound, it's probably true. The group is definitely closer now, and I think you're seeing that on the pitch, and that all of those things add up, and it helps us be more successful as a team.
We'll go back to Michelle and then Franco.
Thank you. What are you expecting from Columbus on Saturday? How much do you watch them, and what are you expecting from them? What are the biggest challenges you think for you guys?
Yeah, I think Columbus have a really strong squad. I think they like to play football. They try and play a possession-based style, which loads of the teams in this league do. And I think one thing that Welsh have been on this run that we've maybe changed a little is that we're focusing more on ourselves and what we can do. Of course, we respect every opponent we play, and we know we watch footage of them, we watch clips on them. But at the end of the day, we're transitioning a little bit away from how can we counteract other teams and trying to make other teams worry about us more so. So I think any team you put in front of us now, we would analyse them, see where they were weak, but at the same time, we know how we're playing at the moment. We're on a good run, last sort of 9 or 10 games, so there's no need for us to really make wholesale changes based on how another team plays, especially not at our home stadium. So we respect them as a team. We know they're strong. They also had a great year last year, but they're one of our direct rivals now, and we go into the game full of confidence, and if we do what we can do, and if we stick to the plan that the manager gives us, then it will be all in our favour to try and take the 3 points again.
Franco.
Just to build off on that, Louis, it likes to have possession. He likes to knock the ball around. They have Darlington Nagbe, who's probably one of the most technical central midfielders in all of MLS. Is this a game where we can expect Inter Miami to try to go toe-to-toe in terms of possession, or is it more about picking and choosing your spots whether it's on the counter, whether it's when you guys have the ball, to cause damage on them, or is it trying to win some of that possession battle?
Yeah, I think every game we go into as a club, we want to have more possession of the ball. I think every team would tell you that they want to have more possession of the ball in a game, because the more you have it, the less they have it, and especially with the heat here, it helps to have the ball. But I mean, you could probably go back to the game against Cincinnati. I don't know the exact figures, but I would guess that they had more possession than us, and you can set up all you want and you can go out with all the best intentions to have the ball more than the other team, but sometimes you just got to sense it in the game, smell it. Maybe it's better to hit them on the counter, better to hit them on the transition, and that's one of our big strengths. So we're a team that's not just going to possess the ball for the sake of possessing the ball. If we have to defend a little bit more and hitting the counter with the pace we have, then that we'll do that. We've shown to be capable of that in the past. So every game we go into, we want to have more of the ball, but we're also adapting far better to when those situations arrive that we don't have the ball as much. And I think that's been another thing that the teams came on leaps and bounds with, is how do we react when the game plan doesn't start off in the exact way we thought it would. And yeah, like I say, against Cincinnati, we probably didn't have most of the ball, but we were the team that took 3 points.
All right, we'll do last question, Franco. Or we'll do Franco and then Michelle.
I know this is probably an annoying question at this point, because I've asked you guys this a few times, but set pieces and corner kicks. Why haven't you guys, and I know you guys work on it, I've asked Phil a few times, why haven't you guys been able to score off of a corner kick this year? You haven't scored off a set piece since the Federico Higuain to Gonzalo back in I know you work on it, but what is it that you guys are not doing right or well enough, or what is it that you have to do better in order to get better chances in that from that facet of play and to start converting them as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to say, especially without being critical of anyone. I think we've looked at the statistics and how many first contacts we get, and the fact of the matter is we should have scored from a corner. We should have scored against Orlando from a corner. We should have scored multiple times from a corner. It's $1 million question, isn't it? Why is the ball not going in the back of the net? It's not like we don't have the chances. We've had the chances to score. Of course, the delivery sometimes hasn't been perfect, and then vice versa. Sometimes the fact of the matter is whoever's attacking the ball isn't putting the ball in the back of the net. I think we're all man enough to say that to each other. It's not about protecting everyone. I think the boys that are attacking the ball in the box probably have also been critical of themselves, maybe not being a wee bit more aggressive to go and attack the ball. And I'm sure we'll score from set pieces. It's not like we're not creating chances. Like I said, we've had chances, just circumstantial, that we've not scored yet. But like I say, it's important if we're not scoring off set pieces that we're doing it in other ways, and luckily at the moment we're doing that.
Yeah. Last question, Michelle.
After you guys had scored, I think you scored 12 goals over 7 games or something. The last 2 games, I think, scoring has gone down. Do you think that getting Rodolfo back and also Robbie being back in full form after being gone kind of for a week, how do you think that that'll help the attack? More goal opportunities, you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think it's a personnel issue. I think, like I said, games are different. I mean, there wasn't too many, going back to the Cincinnati game, there wasn't too many chances for either team. I don't think it was personnel based. I think some games are just different to others, especially when you're away from home. It's important to keep things tight at the back, and you're not going away to try and get a goal fest away from home. You're going away to try and be nice and compact and hard to beat and take your chances when they arrive. Of course, it's great having players back, fit and available, and that's obviously gives the manager a good headache in terms of who he selects. But I think what we've shown now is an ability to get results regardless of who's playing, whether it's 1-0 or 5-0. As long as you get 3 points on the board and you keep moving on, that's the most important thing, and at the moment we're doing that.
All right. Thank you, Lewis.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.